Ed. Now I know you know why I'm messaging you. I went to my mailbox today to get the mail. And what do I see? I see airmail. I'm like, airmail? Like, what? I haven't seen airmail in God knows how long. And so I open it up and I see this Champion Academy. Look at the bottom, I see Ed. I started reading like 4 lines and I start crying. Crying so hard. Oh, Ed, you are such a beautiful soul. I cannot begin to thank you so much. You know, the level of compassion that you have is it's on another level. What touched me most was I'm receiving a letter from someone I purchased a course from. You know, how many courses has everyone purchased and everyone feels like a number? And even though I've always felt the love from you, always receiving this letter today was, it touched me really, really deeply. I'm gonna start freaking crying again. It touched me really deeply, and I thank you so much for taking the time to write it and for your kind and beautiful words. And yes, I'm a fighter and I'm never giving up, like ever. Never giving up. I don't care if it takes me for the rest of my life to achieve my goals. I'm not giving up. And you know, part of me, you know, I used to be really hard on myself. You know, so why is everyone else succeeding and why aren't I able to? And then it was only recently, and I thought, well, hang on a minute. The fact that you have 3 children, 3 young, like 2 older, one's still in school, and you're trying to be a wife, a mum, a husband, and going through a hard time with my husband, is another completely, you know, verbally abusive. Is another issue altogether. It's like, stop being so hard on yourself and just be thankful for the experiences, because I know it's made me stronger. And I know that, like, everything that I've gone through has made me so much stronger, but a hell more determined as well. So thank you. And just to give you an update on what's happening, we're doing so much more better. We're still in black. We're in black till the end of the week. So it's 40 days in black. We're in black, and then we have the big church service. We had like 500 people at the funeral. Like, it's intense, right? We had people coming from Melbourne and like all the cousins and stuff. Anyway, so that's happening on Sunday. My husband's doing much better. My kids are doing much better, particularly my youngest. My youngest took it pretty hard. He's 14, and it was his first death. And it was his grandfather, poor darling. So he'd never experienced death, and he was actually all there in hospital while my father-in-law took his last breath. That was intense for us, let alone a 14-year-old. So I was just being there for him as a mum, wanting him to express the emotions. I didn't want him to suppress them. You know, I wanted him to feel the feels, wanted him to go through the crying and the mourning and the whole process, and just be there for him. And yeah, it's I feel that I have become stronger, because I felt like I was like the backbone, wearing all the hats for everybody in my family. And I realized I wasn't looking after me, and my health started to, you know, a few signs here and there, and they've been a few signs, Ed, have been for like 1.5 years. And it was the beginning of last week, or even before that actually, that I said I need to get tests done. I need to find out what's going on in my body. So I saw a specialist, booked in for a colonoscopy on the 2nd of August, which is next Tuesday. A bit nervous, but it is what it is. I'm just ready to face it. I know I'd rather know what it is than be fearful and live in fear. I'm not living in fear anymore, you know. So I got that booked in. She's got me to do 2 more MRIs as well. So that's scheduled. I haven't booked a date yet, but they're to do. So health is getting checked. And then beginning of last week, I went, okay, well, end of the week is when everything's kind of being not over, but getting back to kind of normal. So I decided that it's time for me to implement a COA, but I knew that procrastination was a big factor for me and trying to juggle everyone else. And so I created 2 journals. One's a manifesting journal to keep me accountable with my affirmations, my visualization, all that, and the other one's a success journal. That is all me creating it, which is basically what I, for example, meditation, tick, visualization, tick, 3 goals for the day, breaking the 3 goals into 3 separate steps. So really keeping accountable. And then, so I've done like a 90-day journal to keep me accountable. Because that's what I feel like I've lacked, is the accountability. So I'm excited now because Monday I'm getting stuck into work and looking forward to speaking to Ava and having that extra bit of accountability and keeping that moving forward. So Ed, I know I've rambled on for a little bit, but I just wanted to just pop in to say thank you. Thank you, thank you. You mean so much to me. You may not realise, but you do. Thank you. I don't want to ramble on too much more, but I really appreciate you, and I'm looking forward to the day that I can express my gratitude to you, more than just words, not, one day. But in the meantime, sending you lots of love from Australia, lots of love from my heart to you. Thank you for the birthday card as well, which I got. It's like all this love from Ed. I got a birthday card for my birthday. It was on the 23rd of July. Then I got the letter today, which I freaking love. And all in perfect timing for me to start next week. And I love you, like I really do. Like, not, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. And I appreciate you. And I'll speak to you soon. Mwah. See ya. Bye.